if we take a look at how the United States acquired the Louisiana Purchase, we can see that the United States was blessed with great fortune. In 1803, the newly emerging nation of the United States dispatched an envoy to France with congressional approval to purchase French New Orleans for the purchase of marine transportation on the Mississippi River. These envoys met Napoleon Bonaparte, then the first Chancellor of France, and then Napoleon sold not only New Orleans, but all of what was then known as Louisiana. The reason was that Napoleon could not maintain colonies in the Americas due to the Napoleonic Wars and the Haitian Revolution. And because of yellow fever epidemics, Louisiana's population at that time was not yet large enough, so it was experiencing great difficulties in development. Louisiana didn't make much money anyway, and America's territorial ambitions were strong, so there was a great possibility that it would be taken away someday. So Napoleon made the decision to sell at a giveaway price. The special delegation accepted this big proposal that went beyond the authority granted by Congress and returned home. Afterwards, a dividing opinion occurred in the United States. But thanks to a strong push by then President Thomas Jefferson, the Louisiana's Purchase was approved. This Louisiana area was a vast unknown territory that had not been surveyed at all, where even the previous owner of the land, France, had no idea how many people there were.
The territory of the United States almost doubled. Jefferson included this move in the contents of the tombstone he ordered for himself to commemorate his achievements. President Thomas Jefferson's purchase of Louisiana was a tremendously positive historical achievement for America's future.
After that, the United States began to expand westward. For Americans, the Louisiana Purchase was land legally purchased from France, and it was territory they had to develop.
The Native Americans who had lived well on the land had to accept the tragic fate of being driven into a corner. However, this western expansion of the United States reached its limit in just 30 years.
The unclear boundary of the western region caused another problem. In 1821, it bordered Mexico, which had gained independence from Spain.
The emergence of Mexico and the Texas problem. At the same time as it gained the independence, Mexico, which had acquired and ruled the old Spanish colonies north of the Yucatan Peninsula, confirmed that problems had arisen in the eastern part of the United States. Originally, the highlands of the central and western Sunbelt and northern Mexico were arid, making it difficult to properly farm and support the population without extensive irrigation. So in the days of Nueva España, the Spanish colonial authorities neglected the development of the area, citing that there was no reason to develop the desert area when there was still foreign land all over the Americas. In the early 19th century, the Alta California Territory, which encompassed vast areas of California and its surroundings, had a population of only about 85,000. In the case of Tejas territory, due to conflicts with the Comanches, the Spanish-speaking population was only about 7,000, and even these were mostly concentrated in neighboring Louisiana. In 1820, that is, just 1 year before Mexico became independent, American immigrants who have received the land grant from the Spanish government, which was the official ruling country of the region, entered Texas and built a settlement village. Mexico, a new country, did not recognize this settlement, but after negotiations with American immigrants, land grant rights were recognized on the condition that they speak Spanish and convert to Catholicism. Afterward, taking advantage of the political unrest in Mexico, American immigrants began moving to Texas rapidly, resulting in an increase in the American population.
Inevitably, conflicts between American immigrants, Mexican residents, and the Mexican government increased, and both the United States and Mexico had to pay attention to the region.
The United States tried to buy Texas for $30 million, but Mexico refused. Meanwhile, Mexico's own political turmoil was accelerating.
Taking advantage of that opportunity, the power of American immigrants in Texas grew greatly through continued migration, and eventually 90% of the Texas population were American immigrants. It had become a situation where the owner and the guest were completely reversed.
After calming the political chaos in Mexico, Santa Anna, the Mexican president, issued an ultimatum to the Texas migrant forces, ordering that armed American migrants must be disarmed and withdraw from Texas.
However, the American immigrants resisted this and caused a great rebellion. Then, the Mexican army under the direct command of President Santa Anna advanced, with great victories in places such as the Alamo. However, at the Battle of San Jacinto, the Mexican army was defeated by the Texas rebels, and President Santa Anna was captured and released after signing a treaty recognizing the independence of Texas. However, while Santa Anna was in captivity, the Mexican government had removed him from the presidency, so Santa Anna's treaty was null and void. Santa Anna, who was then elected president again, did not recognize Texas's independence using his authority. Mexico tried to subdue the Americans in Texas by sending troops again. The Americans resisted, and sporadic clashes continued between the two sides. After a fierce power struggle between the independents and Confederates within the fledgling Republic of Texas, the Confederates won and Texas decided to join the United States. the US took this for granted and the problem grew. In short, from Mexico's point of view, the United States had arbitrarily taken Mexico's territory, which was occupied by the rebels.
From the standpoint of the United States, the attitude was that the neighboring independent state of Texas requested it and accepted it.
In the end, the enraged Mexican government severed diplomatic relations with the United States, but the United States initiated military action first.
In particular, the United States, which has huge territorial ambitions, had no intention of stopping with Texas.
The United States was coveting the territories of Mexico. So, the United States had a mind to win the war with Mexico, which was weak in national power, and take away Mexico's territory. We will continue the interesting story in the next part. Thank you for watching the video, The War Between the United States and Mexico, provided by History and Current Events. I'm Rebecca, Olivia, Abigail, and Jody, and Tony have contributed so far as narrators. Thank you.